What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today's topic, it has to do again with the Big U thing. This whole indictment on Big U, rounding up Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, all these dudes that are being charged with this indictment. It has to do somewhat with that, but really what it's more about is the recklessness of some YouTubers, some content creators, some influencers. I'm watching quietly everything that's being put out there. And I have to say, man, the one killing it, actually, there's two platforms. And I want to talk about that. There's two platforms right now that, in my opinion, are killing it with this Big U stuff and this whole indictment and all these names. And the first one is Compton Rocc. If you guys haven't already checked him out, go over there and check out Compton Rocc. Compton Rocc is an OG Compton Crip, and you can tell he's been laced up correctly. He carries himself with a professionalism that I can respect. He puts out content that I can respect. And he's respectful in the delivery. Even when he's disrespecting certain cats, he's respectfully delivering it, right? And then the other platform that is blowing up, his channel was pretty much nothing until this, but this is something that it seems like prayed for, to any and every God that anybody could ever mention in the universe. He prayed to that God. He did everything he could for Big U to go down, and that's 600. And I don't have a personal thing with 600. I'm just watching from a distance. And I have to be completely honest. See, like, I'm old school with stuff, right? Like, first, when people try to say, hey, Dub, stay out of black people's business. Listen, check this out. I don't even know what that means, right? I will stay out of doing whatever content I want when Adam 22 stops doing that same content, when Vlad TV stops doing it, when NBC News stops talking about black people, when CBS, when MSNBC and everybody else, when you get all them to stop talking about black people, and believe me, that would hurt you, because if nobody's talking about you, you ain't making no moolah, baby. But when you get all them to stop talking, I'll stop talking. In the meantime, I'm going to be right there with everybody else. When I feel there's a story, I'm going to tell the story from my perspective, okay? But when I say I'm old school, what I mean is this. I'm going to give you an example. Crip Mac. When Crip Mac was on fire and people were doubting his cripping and all that, I made it a point to say, not only is that Crip business, but that's neighborhood Crip business. Because he was walking around with the big 5 on his face. He was in his hood filming, and so I was like, it's not for me to question that individual whatsoever, because that's neighborhood Crip business. Now, I look at everything with 600. I mean, 3 weeks ago, look at this picture of him from 3 weeks ago. Look at his hair. And then look at a week later. He has extensions in his hair. That's not Crip business. I look at the videos that he makes. I have done time with a grip of dudes from Rolling 60s. Just from my eyes, from a distance, 600 don't make the cut to be a Rolling 60. You know, 600 claims that he's a rolling 60, and then he calls all the rolling 60s rats and sex offenders and busters from a distance. You know, he says that nobody putting in no work. I mean, you're the one noticing everything that's wrong, 600. That's pretty much, that's your lane. You found out. And, you know, when you dig for something and then you find it, you're supposed to act on it because you did all the work. You did all the digging. But instead, allegedly you find stuff out and then you run to the internet with it. You ain't throwing no soda cans. You don't even go to get the chili cheese fries no more. So all that said, I felt like I wanted to point out the contrast between Compton Ricc and 600. Compton Ricc is putting out content that pretty much anybody who's been involved in the gang world and, you know, prison life and, you know, criminality can see it and see it for its realness, how genuine it is. You can go into Compton Ricc's comment section on any one of his videos and you see the love and you see the, you know, people are respecting it. And then on the other hand, you go to 600 and every video he does all this stuff with his hands and he constantly doing this and he does this weird thing with his lip. And, but everything he says, you wonder, like there's no real street cats that act like that conduct themselves like that carry themselves like that. You look at his comment section, there's always dudes calling him out for the fade, pointing out all the fuckery that everybody that is from the streets sees. And for me, I don't care about any of that. I just look at this. He made a video and he titled the video that Big U hung himself. And he made the video saying that Big U hung himself. He made a video and he titled the video about the same DA that prosecuted the Eric Holder, the guy that killed Nipsey, is gonna prosecute Big U. How did he go from being an LA County DA to being a federal prosecutor? You know, so like the videos he's putting out, he doesn't give a damn about accuracy. He doesn't give a damn about truth. He doesn't give a damn about keeping it real because, I mean, damn, like we see you went and got extensions from like on Sunday you had normal hair and then on Monday you were just like whipping your hair back and forth, I guess. I don't know. Whip them dreads. You went Bay Area on us, right? Are views really worth all that? Because Compton Ricc is reporting respectfully and truthfully, and he's murdering the game better, like more than anyone, basically doing it. And people could say No Jumper's getting bigger numbers, more Jumper. And when you look at the percentage, when you compare subscribers to views, it's not even close. Compton Ricc is slaughtering everybody. So how is it that Compton Ricc is able to do it legitimately and kill the game, and 600 is making stuff up to get a little bit of views? I mean, for his channel, it's good views, but it's not good money, big dog. It really isn't. I feel like you're accumulating a lot of enemies. Do I think, I saw the video and 600 got upset at Compton Ricc, because Compton Ricc said if 600 went to jail, he would get smashed. He would. I mean, we all know that. You're not going to talk about the Rolling 60s and then go to jail and the Rolling 60s are going to be like, that was just internet stuff. No, this is not going to happen like that. So I feel like you're making enemies. You're not going to go to jail. You're not going to do anything to go to jail. You have a license to carry a license. I can't even say it. I'm an ex-convict. I can't say it. You have a license to carry a concealed firearm. You've never busted a grape. You've never busted a gun on anybody. If they even thought you would, you wouldn't get that. In California, to get that license, there's been actors. There's a particular actor I can think of that had an organization after him. The feds knew it. Everybody knew it. And he applied for that license and they told him, nope, you ain't getting that. So, there's so many things that just go against the image that 600 wants to portray. Honestly, you 600, you're the Black Wes Watson, big dog. You created a caricature and, maybe, I can't even say maybe you got a couple people fooled. You don't. You do provide humor. But I think like in this right here, the seriousness of this, I don't know what Big U did to hurt you the way that you're hurting, because no man should be this happy seeing another man getting incarcerated. Whack 100 ran around with Big U for a long time. And then they had a falling out. I don't see, Whack, went off the other day about Big U, right? But I don't see Whack 100 being as happy. I don't see anyone. I don't even think Big U's alleged victims' families are as happy as 600 to see Big U incarcerated and possibly looking at time. 600 did another video, I think I put those three videos. The other two I already mentioned, and then this next one, I'm gonna put them on the thumbnail. He said that Big U's first offer is 200 years. He hasn't even had a court hearing yet, has he? And since when do they offer something on the first court hearing? Where you get that number from? I know 600, I know he does a lot of trolling. Most of what he does is trolling. Like I said, he's the Black Wes Watson, the Timu Charleston White. He just doesn't have the intelligence of Charleston White. Charleston White is an extremely intelligent individual. His trolling game is on a level really nobody can fuck with. And I even say Whack 100 can't fuck with them when it comes to the trolling. Whack 100 is a mastermind at getting people to react. But the trolling game, 600, I don't know if you think YouTube's a forever thing. It's not. I don't know what you can fall back on. You claim you're a security guard. You're not as many enemies as you're making with the tough guy talk. If you decide to run security, there's going to be some people that are going to want to test you just because of what you've said. Even dudes that ain't gang members, guys that just see you, big ass dude with little ass hands, and they've seen your boxing matches, and they're probably going to be like, I would love to put that notch on my belt. I'm just thinking there's going to be some people that are going to be like that. So this is just a random video. I feel like we have a responsibility as content creators to keep things real, to not get emotionally invested. Again, obviously Big U did something to your head and your heart. that you can't get over. His incarceration isn't going to heal it for you. And he didn't even put hands on you. Big you, if you see this or your people see it and they let you know, maybe if you would have put hands on this dude, he would have felt like at least you treated him like a man. Because the words you used, I think you made him feel like you treated him like a woman. Because he's too happy to see your downfall. He's too quick to talk about the rolling 60s in a negative way. I hope nothing happens to him. I don't promote violence against anybody. Unless they're a weirdo, I don't care. And even then, I don't promote violence, right? But that's my video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.